Fair use.
Hey guys, coming to you with another video. This YouTuber Stop Playing with Trey has another video that was released, I think, weeks ago that is about white women cannot wear black hairstyles. And we're gonna react to it. And let's go.
When you look at black women, it's not to say a black woman is trying to be white because she has a platinum blonde 30-inch bust down. It's because she wants to express herself with long hair. Maybe she feels more feminine with longer hair, and maybe she wants it a different color. It's not to say like, oh, I want to be a white woman because, first of all, white women do not own straight hair.
That's true. What if a white woman, what if
She's so stupid. Oh, let me chill out, bro. Oh my gosh, let's get
they started saying the same thing? I want to express myself with the afro. Like, it would sound kind of crazy looking at it from the other side in, right?
Oh!
What is the most beautiful thing about black women?
I would say their smile.
Okay. What about you? What do you say?
Their hair.
Yeah.
Okay, why do you say their hair?
I identify a lot with my hair. I feel like anybody that's natural, anybody that's natural is just like super beautiful. That's all.
I agree with you. Why do you think a lot of black women don't realize how beautiful their natural hair is? Because they put on these wigs and weaves and stuff like that.
I'm being recorded?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it's anything wrong with wigs or weaves. I think we should relish in the fact that this is the hair that God gave us, and we shouldn't let anybody put us down or make us believe that we're inferior because our hair doesn't look like anyone else's. This is actually a very powerful trait that we have.
Yes.
So,
What do you think? The same thing she said?
Yes,
Or-
I would agree, but I would also disagree with the fact that just because a black woman is wearing weave or, fake hair, doesn't mean that she doesn't love her own hair. It's just that she wants to express.
It actually does, because in Genesis 1:26, I created man in the image of likeness, the way I like it, because I am the Most High. I created man in my image, the image I wanted, which was afro hair. So the Most High, the Creator, created your hair in His image. And you, instead of following Him, since a lot of women say they follow God, they look in the mirror, they say, ugh, let me put a wig on. I don't like this. So it actually is hate. Definitely hate.
Express herself in another way. And, our hair is very delicate. It takes a lot of time to, take care of it. So forgive us if we don't want to put...
I'm trying not to curse, but every freaking body, everybody in this world that grows hair, right, has to maintain their hair. Everybody. You're not the only race that has to maintain their hair. Haven't you seen the TikToks of the Hispanic women, the white women, the Armenian women, the women in Asia? They have what they have to do to maintain their long braid, and you can't even pick out an afro. Are you serious? Hold up. I'm trying to go to my hold on a second. Do you see this? This is a woman in the wilderness. She lives in Malaysia. She's in a tribe. And look at her hair. Perfect. She didn't even have to do that much. I guarantee you, she just picked it out. Sprayed some water, picked it out, and that's it. Maybe put some coconut oil or something, but that's it. Look at this woman. Perfect afro. These people right here, they live in Malaysia. I mean, my bad. Yeah, Malaysia. Look at their hair. It didn't take that long to pick that out. And they live in the woods. Ain't no curl cream, no shea moisture in that area. Straight water and pick. That's it. Comb. And then, right, oh my gosh. Let's keep going.
put heat on our hair,
Hold
put
up. So, okay.
dye in our hair to do all these things when we could, have a quick weave or have a wig or, get
Wait,
braids
what?
done. Things when we could, have heat on our hair, put dye in our hair to do all these things when we could.
Heating up afro hair is not maintenance. That's actually damage. That's damage and destruction to the hair. And dye, that's also damage because the creator, he gave us the ability to produce high amounts of melanin. So the melanin that goes to our hair is called eumelanin. It's black, so it helps block. It helps absorb the UV rays in a certain way. And when you dye the hair, you're destroying the hair and the melanin because you're trying to look like the opposite. But let's keep going.
Have a quick weave or have a wig or, get braids done. It's not like we don't love our hair because we're doing this. It's because we want to express ourselves in a different way and also do it safely.
But we got to think.
So what I just heard now was that basically they're lazy or they oh my gosh, it's so dumb. Like what? It just it's so stupid.
But think about it though. Self-expression comes from the self. When a black woman puts on a 613 blonde wig that is literally somebody else's hair that they grew, how are they expressing themselves by wearing somebody else's hair?
Right.
Wearing makeup.
It's like wearing makeup, yeah.
Just get yourself done up.
Not necessarily, because, well, you could say so, because makeup is made to cover women's like flaws, like acne on the face, and sometimes they'll put makeup on their lips to make their lips look fuller. So yeah, you can say that, but it's not necessarily the same.
But I feel like we shouldn't be policing black women's hair. I feel like I could do what I want to do with my hair. What I do with my hair, it shouldn't be assumed that I don't like myself or just because.
Well, don't black women police black men, saying that we ain't nothing and we need to get a job and stop having so many kids out of well? Don't they tell us all this stuff? But we can't even tell them to do something that's easy. Literally easy. And then it does mean you don't like yourself because it's your hair. Oh my gosh, bro.
Because I decided to put on a wig. Maybe I wanted a different look today.
So like if white women started putting on afro wigs, that would be the same.
And it shows that you're unhygienic and lazy. And I'm going to tell you why. Well, sort of. But so what it is, the reason they're lazy is because if you grow up in a black community, right? A lot of us dudes grow dreads and afros. Since black men know the struggle of growing hair, we get to talk about the hair struggles. They can't because they don't grow their afro hair. So when they talk about afro struggles and cornrow struggles and dread, they don't know what that is because they don't grow it. We do. So one of the struggles of growing afros and dreads and stuff like that is that you have to go through a phase that we nickname in the community called the ugly stage. Basically, when you cut your hair, when you start off your afro or locks or twist, whatever you're gonna do freeform, it's gonna look very small, and some people call it ugly stage because it's not the most appealing. You're gonna basically have like small locks, small braids, small twist, small afro. It's gonna be small, and you have to be patient and enjoy the journey of it growing longer and longer, and eventually you get your hair start going down to your chin, and then after that your shoulder, and then and you have afro, it starts looking like a bush, and then after the bush, like a tree. So they're just lazy. We don't mind going through that journey. They don't, because it's a mix of things. One, they're lazy. Two, they hate themselves. Three, they were never taught to love and care for their hair. And four, Christianity. Christianity basically teaches that if a man has masculine hair, if a man has long hair, it's shame to him, so they have to have it short to look masculine. And if a woman has long hair, that's her glory. But that's all bullshit. So,
Same thing, right?
For me, appropriation is not appreciation.
Okay.
I look at the intent behind, especially when it comes to white women.
Yeah.
I look at the intent behind what they're doing. Are they putting on an Afro wig to mock black women or mock black?
what? Oh my. Okay, guys. First of all, they don't. They don't. Okay, they do not live around white people. I know that. Most black people don't live around white people. So, she talking about Afro wig. She most likely don't even live around white people. And in fact, most white women are wearing lace fronts too. They're not wearing Afro wigs. So what? I don't know. What is she talking about? And why are you concerned of what they do when you rock your natural hair? So I don't understand, why does that matter? You don't even live around them. So and most of them don't wear Afro. They wear their own hair. Let's go.
Black people in general, or are they putting on an Afro wig? I mean, what
I
other reason?
can't find a reason why white women would want to
Well,
do
they
that.
just see black women with afros and they're like, bro, we don't have that, so we want to put that on because it looks beautiful. Like, what if they said that and they started wearing afro wigs as a trend now?
You know what?
I think white women should start doing it because it'll show black women. You know how black women are. They always wanna they always wanna try to compete with women, white women with stuff. So I think white women should wear Afro wigs and braids, because then they'll start doing it. But they're going to actually grow their own hair. But even if they did that, it still wouldn't work, because at the same time, you're teaching them to just go buy it and put it on their head. I want to see you go through the struggle and grow it, instead of going to pay $200 for something that could cause cancer. Let's go.
I think it's interesting though, because okay,
I'm gonna say at the end of the day, like, do what you want to do, bro. I'm not condoning white women putting on wigs at all. I want that very clear. At the end of the day, we are our own people. We have our own right to liberation, pursuit of happiness, all that good stuff. So it's like,
I just think it's the same.
That's true, and we all have Judgment Day. We all have Judgment Day.
Equivalent, like a black woman putting on a straight hair wig and then a white woman putting on an afro. It's the same thing, but
It
like,
is. That is stupid.
how is that not a clear double standard?
not considered.
when you look at the history of white women, okay, emulating black people or emulating black culture is always out of mockery. It's never out of appreciation. When you look at black women, it's not to say a black woman is trying to be white because she.
That's not true. That is definitely not true. Have you seen the Jackson 5 in the woman Cher? That British woman Cher? When they were dancing in that little video with she was dancing with Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson had the afro and he was spinning, twisting. And she had her own little afro thing. And guess what? It was fake. And she did it because she liked the afro. So what is this woman talking about? They don't just mock. Now what they do in other countries, if you didn't know, in like Denmark, I think, or what is it? Austria, I forgot. They put black paint on their face to act like blackface. That's what they do. But as far as what you're talking about, no. They definitely don't mock. They do it because they like it. Let's roll.
Because she has a platinum blonde 30-inch bust down, it's because she wants to express herself with long hair. Maybe she feels more feminine with longer hair. And
so then you're supporting the dumb ideology of Christianity. And you're supporting and then you are literally supporting, the destruction of male and female. So first, Christianity, like I said, teaches, I think it's in Corinthians, that If a man has long hair, it is a shame unto him, and if a woman has long hair, it's a glory to her. But when we go through the real world, men get praised for long hair at times, and women get praised for short hair. So that those commandments that was told in the New Testament, Corinthians, was BS. It's all made up. So Christianity that's the real reason why. Christianity is not a real religion. It's fake. It's fake. So we're supposed to embrace our hair. You know? And so, the rapper Waka Flocka Flame, right? Does not look. Let me Google this shit. You guys see the rapper Waka Flocka Flame? Does this dude look feminine to you? Does he look feminine to you? If you think this man look feminine, something is wrong with you. Nothing about him looks feminine. Let's do Quavo. Nothing about him look feminine. Let's do Billy Preston. This is a man. We'll do the white people. We'll do the Caucasian people. What's his name? Chris Hemsworth. Thor. Let's put Thor. Does this look like a feminine person? That is a man with long hair. So I don't understand how that looks like, we could show the women, but I don't know what images it's going to show. So, we're not really going to show that. I'm serious. I could type short hair African woman and it's going to show some type of corn, if you know what I mean. Corn on a cob. So, we're not going to show it, but we'll do Jada Pinkett Smith. Her hair is low. Does this look like a man? Does this look like anything masculine? No. Let's do Lupita Nyong'o. Look how beautiful she looks. I'm saying, does this look like a dude? No, it's a woman. You can clearly tell. So, it's still hate saying that you feel more feminine with the long hair. So let's go.
Maybe she wants it a different color. It's not to say I want to be a white woman because.
But do you know why the hair is different color? What if you didn't know that the reason hair is blonde is because it's dealing with a mutation where it lost melanin, a pigment or cells, melanocytes that you need to survive.
First of all, white women do not own straight hair.
That's true. What if they started saying...
Let's look at the definition of own, properly or exclusively belonging to oneself or itself. So actually they do. Because it's on them. So it actually does belong to them.
They're saying the same thing. I want to express myself with the afro. It would sound kind of crazy looking at it from the other side in, right?
I'm trying to find the thought, but this is rooted in the idea that to try to say and accuse a black woman that she wants to wear different hair or wear a wig, it's rooted in the fact that people believe that.
It's like they're always trying to, get an attack on this. This is not an attack. This is just the truth. And you can tell there's some type of sisterhood they have when they come. They always say the same thing. It's some type of sisterhood code, and that needs to stop.
We need to assimilate to white people in some kind of way, even if we're not necessarily trying to do that.
Right.
I feel like me wanting to wear a wig has somehow equated to me wanting to be white. And it's that's, you don't know anything about my intrinsic motivation to wanting to change my hair. And it's kind of an assumption that black women want to be closer to whiteness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when in reality, white women want to be black.
Exactly.
And that's a damn
They get
fact.
lip fillers. They get BBLs.
Come on now, like
They're not lying. They're not lying. They're not lying.
They get all of these things. They get nose jobs to have more.
Well, sorry. Black women do too. They do the same thing. Black women get BBLs too. Black women get lip fillers. Not all black women have full lips. Whoopi Goldberg. Not all black women can grow long hair or big afro. So they're talking about white women, but they do the same thing too. Like
more ambiguous features or whatever,
right.
that's less than being white. You know what I'm saying?
But
Everybody's
so
trying to look white.
the only reason they don't
so, if you are trying to look ambiguous, that means you hate yourself. Because in order for you to feel better, you have to not look like yourself and look like a person who's so-called ambiguous.
put on Afro wigs today is because they weren't forced to. Like, black women were forced to wear European hairstyles for the longest time, and now you guys been doing it for so long. Now you guys.
Somewhat true of what you're saying, somewhat untrue. So remember, guys, what forces black women or people in general to wear so-called European or straight hair styles is actual black people. Most black people grow up in black towns and go to black jobs. White people are not keeping them from wearing their natural hair. It's actually black people. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Anybody that grow long hair knows there's certain jobs you'll never be able to go for. Because they will look at that hair and question it. Or you can get lucky. Everybody knows with long hair, you have to cover it up in a certain way. And everybody with long hair knows that there's a possibility that you will be judged. So, yeah. And then as far as like him trying to talk about slavery, remember, blacks or black Europeans owned whites. There were no black slaves. There were only Negro slaves and white slaves. Black people owned white people. And then you had black people that settled in America in black towns, seeing other black people enslave white people and supported it. So nothing influenced black women to wear straight hair. They did. And they also were taught by their mothers who hated their hair. And they taught them the same thing to their daughters instead of teaching them how to love and embrace their afro. So that's the truth. Alright.
You guys call it black culture, but really it's rooted in you guys being forced to do these things.
I think it started that way.
Yeah.
But black women took it and they.
Yes, they were forced by black people, black European people. If you don't go, as a woman, if you don't go to the black man job with your hair in a lace front, you have a low chance of getting hired. If you go to the interview with dreads or afro, it hurt your chances. If you're a man, if you don't go to interview bald or low haircut, you have no chance. Even the beard, they don't want to see the beard. They want you to go in there with no hair on your head. A lot of white businesses don't do that. A lot of white businesses don't care. I'm not saying they better, but I'm just letting you know that these black people, most of these black people or women, they live in black communities. It's black people that actually stop you from wearing your hair, not actual other races, supposedly. Let's go.
They made it into their own. They took it and they made it part of their culture. Like, I understand the history of it where black women or just black people in general were forced to conform to, what it is to be
European beauty standards.
Yes, European.
Performance,
Oh snap!
durability, affordability. Only one place does it all.
We'll let this
Harbor
ad
Freight.
play. Y'all need to go get. Y'all need to get some trade
Or
jobs
Eurocentric
anyway.
beauty standards.
Yeah.
I understand that, but as
But remember, guys, European beauty standards is not white European standards. This is the European standard. That is a black Negro European. That is the standard, not the white person. So even any whites that are watching this video, any Hindu people, anybody, when she's saying European standard, she ain't talking about white or Caucasian or she's talking about black people, because in the black community, the standard is when you get a job, and you gotta have a low haircut with a fade as a man, and if you're a woman, you gotta have the lace front weave or straighten your hair if it can curl up and straighten. So that's the European standard. She keeps saying most blacks do not live around whites. Most blacks live around blacks. I knew plenty of women that have been around other races and they don't care if their hair is afro or locks. It's usually when you're around black people, and specifically the black elite and black, boule and all that, because they have a standard. Let's go.
as time moved along, black people took things and they made it their own. You could make the same argument with the N-word, how it was once a derogatory word, and now every black person they're calling each other, oh yeah, you my nigga, or you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. They took that and they made it into a part of their culture.
I'm just saying, like, I just wish I would see more of this natural. Like, it's just kind of saddening to walk around and see black women with their heads covered with other races' hair when their hair under that wig is some of the most beautiful hair that anybody's ever seen. But a lot of them feel insecure to wear their natural hair out in public, so then they cover it up, and then they make excuses and be like, oh, my hair is hard to manage. It's not that hard to manage.
Why do they feel insecure when they're out in public with their natural hair?
Because of their society and their parents.
Yeah, not just society, but also the black community itself.
Well, I would personally say that, I mean, not personally, but I would say they feel insecure is because they were taught by their mothers that their hair can't grow and won't grow long unless you straighten it. So when they go out into the world, right, and they see the other woman with their hair, they're like, oh man, their hair grow long, why I can't? Is it because I'm black? Or if they try to rock their natural hair, it'll go back to memories of when their mother said that they can't grow long. I'm telling you, their mothers tell them this. Not all black, but I'm saying, their mothers tell them that they can't grow long hair and they have to get weaved and straightened. Get their hair done, right? That's why I feel insecure. Your mother never taught you how to take care and grow your hair in an afro twist or locks or whatever, right?
So, makes black women feel uncomfortable when they're wearing their natural hair.
And also, not all black women are uncomfortable. I told you there's different types of black people. You have black women that can grow long straight hair, but your so-called average Negro woman ain't doing that. But let go.
Oh, your hair is too short. Oh, it's too kinky. Oh, you need to do it up or something like that. People.
Yeah, that's your mother telling you that. That is your mother and your friends telling you that. No black man is telling you that. You know why? Because black men grow our hair. We grow our hair. Your mothers, your aunts, your grandmothers taught you that. They taught you that. Your friends, your female celebrities taught you that. Not society. Society could give 2 F's of what black people do with our hair. It's your own mother, sister, female cousin. They taught you that stuff. Let's go.
People are making them feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. So that's why they feel more comfortable expressing themselves in a different way.
And that's why I said we shouldn't be policing black women's hair, because you have no idea how much effort it took to look this good, okay? Like, we should not be trying to. Oh, you don't have to wear it this way. You're.
First of all, that's not her real hair. That's a fake braids, and it took actually no effort. The person who braided it, aka the stylist, they're the ones that put all the time in. You just paid money. So yeah, like, but she might have put some time in to make those locks if she actually did it. But yeah, it don't take that while to maintain when you get up in the morning. Let go.
You're beautiful with your natural hair. It's like, that's my business, though. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
I mean, the women that wear the
It is your business, but everybody knows it's fake.
wigs religiously, they do this because they were criticized and policed by somebody else. So now they do this. So the only way we can get them back is if we police them back into their natural state. Does that make sense? Thank you for watching the video. If you would like to finish the full video,
Yes, it does.
you can go to the first.
Alright, guys. All praise to the Most High, High, who is, or who was told by Moses in the Exodus 3:13, of what his name was, Heya, and he is the God of Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob. Isaiah 43:11, there is no other God except for the Most High, no Savior. And Revelation 1:18, your so-called fake God, Jesus, does not exist. But he does have the keys to hell and death. So would you rather follow the God that has the keys to hell and death, or would you rather follow the Most High, who created everything? So all praise the Most High, and I'm out.